right, I got another question for you.
Okay.
Another roadside chat.
I like it.
All right, this let me see if I can see where this question is coming from. This is an officer in Wyoming. Not that this one's going to matter too much, but this is a good question. So, let's say an agency has a suspicious fire. The homeowner gives the arson investigator consent to search.
Okay.
The individual then voluntarily leaves to go to a hotel, and they don't have their cell phone because of the fire. Now, the question is, so we have this arson investigator that's still on scene. It is Wyoming. This just came in. We're in February here, and it's probably cold out. But this arson investigator wants to go through the house, and they're gone, right? So I'm saying, like, it's probably cold. You know, they don't want to be waiting outside while an arson investigator is going through. Yeah. It might take a few hours.
Yeah.
I think this is a great situation. I think we have an issue here, right? Because the argument is like, well, how does this person say, you know what, I changed my mind, get out of my house? Or
So you're talking about, for someone that gives us consent, you like to have a line of communication established if they want to revoke, modify of some sort. So
that's my problem here, and I think that's why I think that's where the question is coming from. So, okay, look, we know that the person doesn't necessarily have to be on scene. This consent is based on totality of circumstances, and whether or not the person even has the ability or has the option to revoke is a factor.
Yeah.
So what can we do here? Any clever ideas that we can help fix this?
Yeah. Do we have? I mean, at one point in time in my career, I had 3 phones that I carried
give me your
in my
phone.
pocket. Yeah.
Give him one of your burners.
Yeah. Give him.
Does your wife know you had 3 phones?
She did.
Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Yeah. Because you're a narc.
Didn't know the 4th one.
Didn't know the 4th one.
Jeez. You know, if that's a realistic possibility, you probably don't want to be giving up your department phone to somebody.
I'm not giving,
not realistic.
especially a criminal suspect, my phone.
But maybe, hey, where are you gonna go? Is there somewhere I could reach out to? Or here's my number. This is my cell phone in my pocket. Here it is. When you get to where you're going, if you want to check up on how things are going, you're at least establishing a pipeline of communication with them. So if they say, oh man, you know what, I don't want them here anymore. They could use it.
I think you're right. I think that you give them your number. The hotel has a phone. They can go to the front desk, say, here's my phone number. If you have any questions for me, give me a call, and you just do the search. Yeah. We have cases where cops were not on scene. Where the consenter was not on scene. Hell, we have cases where the person was in jail. But it is a great question. If the person's in jail while you're searching their house, how can they communicate with you? I'll tell you one of my favorites. I don't know if you heard the story, but it was just one of these class, a person just telling me what they did in a class, right?
Some of the greatest stories ever.
Yeah. So it wasn't a case, but if it went to court, it would be awesome, right? So the officer is like, hey, I want to search this guy's house. The guy's in jail and doesn't have any roommates or anything like that, so we don't have any common authority. Just one person. So they go to jail. They get his consent. He gives them permission to go get the keys of the house from his inventory bag. They go to the house with their search team, and then the cop calls him and gets the guy out of his cell onto the booking phone and say, hey, Johnny, this is Anthony. Again, I appreciate your cooperation. So we're at your house. I'm going to keep you on the phone. So if you have any questions for me, just let me know. And hey, if I have any questions for you, I'm going to ask you too. And so
brilliant.
The sergeant is on the phone while his team searches the house. The guy says nothing about revoking, modifying, whatever. They find what they're looking for. And I said, when he said this to me, I said, that is the best consent search when the guy was not that I've ever heard of.
Oh my gosh. Because it's happening now, and he's not physically there, but he's with you. Yeah. And that continual permission. Yeah. Is happening the whole time you're there. That's fantastic.
Now, if you're not going to do that, and whatever it is, at least make sure that the booking officer or whoever the people are in jail that hey, if Johnny comes up to you wants to use the phone, it's it's not a collect call deal. Like, just let him use it. He can call me. Yeah. And so, all right, well, that's a good one.
That's good. I like that.
All right, so that's what I got. So hopefully you guys are liking these videos with my good friend Mike, legal instructor for Blue to Gold. If you have a question for us, comment below or go to bluetogold.com. All right, see you guys.
Take care.